What's up YouTube? It's NG, the Neon Next, and I'm back. Today is the 26th of October, a very special day indeed. Finally, the Galaxy S23 FE should be in store and available for me to play with and get my hands on like I like to do. Let's get into it.
Now everybody scream enough respect to the X. Enough respect given.
So here we have the Galaxy Tab S9 FE. Of course, we start with the purple model, and it's great. This is the Plus version. This one is 12 inches, I think 12.4. And right beside it, we have the regular Tab S9 FE, which comes in at, I think, 10.6, I think it is. So this is the FE version to the smaller Tab S9, or the regular Tab S9. And this is the one to the larger Tab S9. There is no Ultra version to the FE, and Ultra is just that, a massive Ultra. Tab S9 Ultra, beautiful device. But here we're talking about these guys. Now, compared to the regular Tab S9s, the price does start at a lower amount. Here it starts at $599 as opposed to the $799 of the regular Tab S9. The other S9 FE starts at $449. So you save about $200 if you decide to go with the FE versions of these. What's the main difference? The screens. If we go into the spec and compare, let's compare this. This is a S9 FE Plus. Yes, yeah, here we go. Let's just compare these two guys here. So you see there that the cameras are pretty much the same 12 megapixel ultra wide 2.4. Rear camera does take a slight hit, 8 megapixels to 13. Screen size exactly the same, though the FE has slightly less display resolution. Both come with the S Pen included. Same size batteries. Both have fast charge. Now, this might be of concern to some. This comes with the Samsung Exynos 1380, while the regular S9 comes with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. So the same chip in your S23 is in the regular S9, but unless you're really doing something that is a real stress to the tablet, you probably won't see that big of a difference in performance. As for what you can expect with it, you get wonderful color options that you don't get with the regular S9. You have your purple here, this type of, I won't say it's a grayish blue, but the way the light is reflecting can't be too sure. So this is like a type of green. And here's the gray. They do have more color. I think there's like a pink and a blue. They're honestly on display here, surprisingly. But overall, the towels are quite nice. You still get your water waterproofing, which I think is probably the biggest upgrade from the tablets H to the S9s. And the fact that the FE edition still come with that is actually pretty cool. So you're not really missing out on much. And if you don't have a decent Samsung tablet or a decent Android tablet, this is probably the way to go. But these are some very powerful devices for a very compelling price. So here we have the S23 FE. I've been trying to get some hands-on time with this device since its announcement roughly 2 to 3 weeks ago, and Samsung announced an entire line of FE devices. Normally I would go to the Samsung store in Manhattan, where they always have all of this stuff out early for you to play with, for you to see in advance, and you can make that decision if you want to purchase or not. But unfortunately, they haven't had it, simply because before that store was a showroom store, but they have recently switched over to a retail store, and as such, they are no longer allowed to put things out before the release date. So only now have I had a chance to get some hands-on time with the S23 FE. Now, of course, you know the one of interest to me is this purple one. Why? It's purple. Also, it has all of the perks of the regular S23, or at least most of them. The FE is a toned down version of the flagship devices for a lesser price. In this case, you get an FE for as low as $600, where regular S23 will run you closer to $1,000. You do get the waterproofing, just like the other ones. You get the last generation's flagship Snapdragon. So pretty much you get the Snapdragon chip that's in my S22 Ultra in a much cheaper device. Also, the screen is not OLED, if I remember correctly. It is LCD. But aside from that, it's pretty much all the same thing. The FE, or the S23 FE, is the same size as the S23 Plus. So you aren't losing any of the real estate. Now, this is not an Ultra, so you don't get the S Pen at the bottom. Like I said, this is the S23 FE, not an S23 Ultra FE. That would be crazy if they had that. But if you want a near flagship Samsung device, which for all intent and purpose is almost as good as the Ultra from the previous year, due to the chip inside, you can't really go wrong with this new line of FE devices. And the color ways are actually pretty nice. This is a wonderful green, very reminiscent of the green for the Z Flip 5 that my wife has. Let's do a little spec comparison. As you can see, the colors black, green, purple, and the cream or the beige. Let's compare to the S22. No, let's compare to the S23 Plus. So we know that the screen size will be the same, but now we can see the difference in the cameras. So minus 2 megapixels on the front cameras of the 23 FE. Same back camera, wide 12 megapixel ultra wide, though the telephoto also loses 2 megapixels. As far as the zoom, 3x zoom, space zoom up, the Res 23 has better res. Gravity is a little smaller. This has the 8 Gen 1, while the regular 23 has the HN2, as I said before, last year's processor. 128 gigs versus 256 or 512, but same amount of RAM, so your apps will run just as smooth. And the screen is 0.2 inches smaller. Infinity O FHD and Infinity O. So for the difference in price, you aren't losing that much if you were to opt for an S23 FE, which is the whole point of that line. And I have to say, this purple is speaking to me. If I didn't have an S22 Ultra, I'd grab this up very quickly. This cream looks more like a white. So this was just a quick hands-on of the new Tab S9 FE line and the Galaxy S23 FE. There are more FE devices that were announced. They have a pair of earbuds, which I do have, and I'll be doing a unboxing and a review of those soon enough. But just looking at these devices, I'm glad of what Samsung has done here. You have an entirely new ecosystem of FE devices that are surprisingly affordable for what they are. So if you are in the market for a new phone or a new tablet or a new pair of earbuds, the FE line might be something that you might want to look into, as it does check all of those marks of the flagship devices in a more affordable package.